Hi guys, it's been a long time. I have not been on Facebook and wow, it's been like 6 weeks maybe since I have done a Facebook Live. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you all a few minutes to get on while I get oiled up so that we can have a good time talking and sharing. And I'm going to do this one really quick because I'm going to try to do these every single week. You've heard me say that before, right? But I really am going to try. This last time when we were going to do it with all of the sleek stuff and to keep you guys going with everything we had going on, I really had the intent to do it. But then we got on the road. We left. We took off. We were gone down in Florida. We were down all over the place, right? So there was no time to do it. And so I didn't get to do that. So I am going to pop on the 9th. It's the last day of the Sleek Challenge and let you guys know how amazing things have gone. So I'm going to get on. We're going to do the weigh-in. You guys get to see all the fun stuff that's happened because it's been amazing. And we have had all kinds of, oh my goodness, we have been all over down south. We have been, where all did we go? We went to, let's see, we were in Tennessee. We were in, you guys, where were we at? We were in Tennessee, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, a whole bunch in Florida. We were all over in Florida. We just got back from another Indianapolis one, and then we were in Iowa. So we have been on the road nonstop since our last Facebook. So just give me a little bit of credit. Hey, from Texas. I want to come out to Texas. Last time I was in Texas was for convention, and we were still not feeling so good, and I was still in a wheelchair, and I want to be able to come enjoy Texas the good old-fashioned way. I think that would be amazing. So anyways, we're on the road. Hey, my Canada, that's where else I was. I was in Canada. I kind of forgot about going to Canada. It all just kind of blurs together, right? And then in addition to that, Brian was in the hospital, which I promise I'm going to get on one day this week and tell you all what happened with him, what we did for his amazing heart, and how great he is doing. Just suffice it for now to say he's doing amazing. He is blessed and highly favored, doing great, and I'm so excited about that. So hey, we got California on there too. I also want to come out there and play, get around there. I know Brian's all right. He's like, well, we're done. I don't want to go anywhere else. And I'm all like, oh, I want to go play. My Pennsylvania peeps. It's been a while since I've been there. So, all right, you guys, my goal is to do a weekly Facebook Live, and I'm going to go over a different product each time. So you guys can really get to know all these amazing things we have, because I think we forget how great Young Living has so much to offer. So we always talk about the oils. Everybody always teaches about the oils. And I want to like segue just for a few weeks and just really, really talk about some of our amazing products. And one of my favorite products, I bet if you have ever been to one of our events, you have heard me talk about the Cleansing Trio. Come up. I know I need to come up, right? But I know you've heard me talk about the Cleansing Trio. You know why? Because I really, truly, 100% believe that people should start with their everyday oil kit. That should be what they sign up with. And then they should get Ninja Red and Cleansing Trio on their first Essential Rewards auto ship, like up front. Because here's the truth. If your beautiful, amazing digestive system is working the way it is supposed to, everything else will work better. Like everything you do, your energy will be better because your digestion is working. And when you take those handfuls of vitamins, or you eat that super healthy food, or you know, you're eating your kale and avocado, right? It's going to absorb better, and when it absorbs better, you feel better. And to me, Cleansing Trio is just that. I think it is one of the secrets of Young Living. I do know it was out of stock for a little bit, but it's supposed to be back. If it's not in stock right now, it's supposed to be back in the next couple days because they were out of Comfortone. But it should be back in any day, so you can start playing with it. Now listen, I gotta tell you, yeah, if Comfortone keeps coming up in your world, it's because you probably need it, right? But anyways, the Trio. The Trio is a combination of 3 things. And before we go into the Trio, I got to tell you why you need it. Okay, so your digestion starts directly in your mouth. It starts right here. Right here, as soon as you smell food cooking or you take that first bite, your saliva is full of amylase and enzymes, and it does all this amazing chemistry. And instantly it decides how much what's it called? Insulin your body's going to need. And it goes right to the pancreas and it tells it, I need this much insulin. And all of the different digestive juices, not just insulin, but your stomach has different enzymes that it kicks out so it can squish all that food together and break it down. Because see, if you just eat food and we didn't have the enzymes and we didn't have all of this amazing chemistry happening, that food would just go straight through you and it would just go into the stool. Because like when you eat a piece of chicken, you have got the healthiest chicken in the universe. This is chicken that has had nothing done to it. It has sat outside and it is sunbathed outside, right? It's eating, doing what it's supposed to be. But if you eat that chicken and you have no enzymes to be able to break that chicken down into big pieces, the big pieces into smaller pieces, then your body can't absorb it. So your body, because your body needs to take each of those parts of the chicken and take them into teeny tiny particles, teeny tiny amino acids that get sucked up. And they get sucked up and they get taken to our cells so our body can do what it needs to do with it. And that starts right in the mouth. That chemistry, that knowing exactly what needs to come is supposed to start up here. And that's why, like, if you put a piece of bread on your tongue, it gets sweeter after it sits there. And that's the amylase starting to break it down into tiny particles. So we taste it different. So when we're talking about your digestive system, this is the importance, the reason why we got to wake it up. We need to jumpstart it, and why I love it when my people sign up in Young Living and start doing their trio right away. And technically, your trio, you need 3 times in a row. Really get that system going, a good 3 months of giving it back the TLC. Because what's supposed to happen is my tongue starts kicking out the amylase. And it sends signals to the rest of my body, and my pancreas kicks out enzymes, and it gets into my stomach, and it's chiming it around and moving it. And what's supposed to happen is while the food is actually in my stomach, the rest of my digestive system, from my small intestines all the way to your anus, it gets ready. It does, because something comes in, something eventually has to go out. So when we eat, what's supposed to happen is that digestive system starts this thing called peristalsis. And it's this little wave-like motion, just squish, 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 and it's moving the food through the system. So it's not just a big tube that, you put something in, eventually something rolls out the end. That's not what we have going on. Instead, what we have going on is the stomach is moving, it's getting the enzymes, it's breaking it up, and then it gets into small intestines and it massages it. And inside your intestines, we have these little hairs. Teeny tiny little hairs. They're called villi, and the villi act as a straw. And what they're doing is they're taking the tiny pieces that have been squished down and broke down with the enzymes. Because each enzyme breaks down something different. Enzymes break down carbohydrates. Some enzymes break down proteins. Some break down fat. So we got things like lipase. And they break it down in these tiny particles. And the peristalsis, the squishing motion, allows the food to be squished into the hairs. So now the hairs can suck the food out. That's how it's supposed to work. And it does it from the mouth to the end. And as soon as we start eating, your body gets ready to move. So every time you have an apple and some almonds, so you're eating healthy. You're doing it like you're supposed to. You have an apple and an almond, you're like, I feel really good. And you eat it, well, your body should get ready so that you have a bowel movement after that. So every time we eat, we should have a bowel movement. That's how it's supposed to happen. And if you're eating 3 times a day, how many times a day should you go to the bathroom? 3 bowel movements at least, right? But most people, we nibble throughout the day. Most people nowadays are doing 5 to 6 meals a day. So how often should we have a bowel movement? Yeah, I know. People don't want to talk about poop. But listen, poop happens. Everybody poops. It should be okay. We should stop freaking out about talking about it because it's a good thing. Because what happens is your body gets all the goodness out of it and it lets all the excess go. Now what happens is we have to get in the habit. We have to give our body what it needs so we can function like it's supposed to. Part of the reason why I love this whole cleansing trio is it works on the whole digestion. So mouth to anus, it's working on it. But you also have little things like liver. Your liver is a part of that digestion. Your gallbladder kicks out enzymes and different things that are supposed to be in there. Your pancreas is kicking out enzymes. That's a part of that process. Each and every one of those pieces. And the trio, the way Gary and Young Living have designed this trio, is we're going to hit on each of those different areas. Because the goal is that I don't want it to be like a big old garbage dump inside my body, right? I don't want all this junk that's just backing up and making me tired and not having the absorption I'm supposed to have. I want to have energy. I want to feel good. I want it to eat my food and I want it to get into every single cell of my body. So I want to keep it clean. And the trio, the cleansing trio, helps to keep it pristine and beautiful and functioning the way your body is designed to function. So I want you to picture inside you, instead of the garbage and the backup, I want you to picture inside you a beautiful lake and beautiful trees and this pristine place where you would want to hang, right? That's what we want. And we want to be able to have all this goodness so we're absorbing our nutrients. So your trio is 3 products, and we're going to talk about all 3 individually, but I want to talk to them in tandem because you could take any of these products separately. So when you go on there and you're like, the cleansing trio sold out, you can just order 1 or 2. Order the pieces that are available and use those. Everything will be good. Sorry, I got call. I got to reject. So the trio begins helping your digestion, helping cleansing and helping cleaning that out. And part of what it does is it's doing that TLC to the liver. So how I said your liver is really important in this. Part of that cleansing process going on goes through and it helps normal liver function. So our liver can be a part of that cleansing it's supposed to do. It's going in there and cleaning. It has herbs, there's minerals in there, there's vitamins in there. There are different things that go in to help the body remember peristalsis. Go in there and do that and have that massage action going on so our body is working to absorb those nutrients with us. And that's in there. And I'm telling you, you are going to have new energy and you're going to be able to focus better and an overall well-being. You're just going to feel stronger when you're using the trio. It makes everything work a little bit better. Then that ICP. So ICP is the first one that I want to talk about. ICP is the one that most people typically get and then we don't use it. And it's because ICP kind of has a different taste. It has a flavor of, think black licorice. That's kind of the taste that you're going to get with that ICP. And you're just going to take 2 scoops of that. Here's a picture of it. So I have this so you guys can see. See, it's just a powder. That's all it is. It's just a powder and you're going to, and it does. It smells like black licorice. It's got fennel, it's got tarragon, they're already in here. In here you've got Casa Sagrada, which helps the bowels to be able to move like they're supposed to. It has that bentonite clay. Everybody keeps talking about bentonite clay. It's already in here. We don't have to worry about that. Gary already put those things right inside this container so that it works with us. And this helps our body to get that peristalsis, that movement we talked about. This is the one that really helps to start with that. It's the one that gets our body absorbing. And in here you've got 3 grams of fiber, 2 grams of soluble fiber, and 1 gram of insoluble fiber. But Gary also added in here enzymes. So in the actual ICP, you have lipase. Lipase is the enzyme that digests fats. Do we need some fats digested? You know we do. If you're eating those good avocados, you're eating your almonds and those good things, you need to be able to digest those into the smaller particles so we can get them. So it's already in your ICP. In addition to that, we have protease. Protease helps to break down proteins. That's already in there. Then we have phytase and peptidase. These are all enzymes that help our body, all that encrusted stuff, all that garbage that we don't want in there, that we want out, right? This helps to go in and digest it. It helps to scour out all of the garbage and the buildup that's in there so that we have that free flowing. Think about, okay, I know it's gross, but I want you to think about it for a minute. How about when a dog goes out and goes to the bathroom? And then they're bouncing around, they're all excited, right? We want that excitement. I want that energy. I want to feel like that, jumping around, feeling good. And those are already in here. You also have psyllium husk. You've got oat in here. It's all already in here. So those things that we all hear, oh, that would be good for me. More fiber is good for me. It's already in here. And all you have to do is one in the morning, and you can have one before bed. And I like to mix mine. I take 2 teaspoons and I mix mine in cold water and I mix it with something called Juva Power. Y'all can look that one up later. But it's already in here. It really helps to eliminate the buildup and the waste and help our body with overall normal absorption. And then it's also, because of how amazing it is and gets things moving, it's amazing for your heart. It's amazing for overall nutrient absorption of everything you consume after you start using this, because it helps with that absorption. So I love that one. Again, it's got your fiber in there, but it's fiber just for fiber's sake. So don't think, oh, I can just drink, some flax seeds. It's different. There's herbs in there. There's oils in there. They're going to make a big difference for you. The next one is our essential enzymes. Now, our essential enzymes is a bilayered caplet that has different enzymes that digest different parts of things. So it's got like your pancreolipase, which is the one that would be coming from the pancreas, and it's got the digestive enzymes to break down fats. That's already in there. It has a little bit to break down proteins, a little bit to break down carbohydrates. So it's like a well-rounded enzyme that's going to be able to really help you break down any of those, the foods that we're already consuming, and then the stuff that's still sitting there that hasn't gotten out yet. And this is one that you could take 3 of them, and you could do that 3 times a day. Boom, 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 3 times a day. Or you can take another 3 before bed. It's an enzyme, so it's not going to hurt you to get that in there, but you're going to see some movement happening because you're now going to have a little more absorption. Remember, the enzymes are what gets that food that we eat all liquefied and broke down in small pieces so it can be sucked into the cells. How important is that? How many times have you changed your diet and you're doing stuff good and you're like, man, I'm just not seeing the answers that I thought I would see. And it could very well be that your body's not able to break down stuff into its smallest parts because it just needs a little TLC. Our food is supposed to have enzymes in it. Every single thing you eat was supposed to come with enzymes. It was. Everything that grows, when you eat green beans, when you pick them off the tree, tree. We have green bean trees here. No. When you go pick them off the bush or off the vine, those are supposed to have their own enzymes in them to digest the green beans. But the longer a food sits from its source, so it's picked in the garden and it has all kinds. It's considered a live food. When you pick it, you just and you eat it, right? It's alive. Lots of enzymes, lots of vitamins, and all the minerals, it's all there. And if you take those same great green beans, grown organic in your own garden, and you let them sit overnight on your counter, in the morning when you wake up, those are no longer a live food, those are a raw food. So it's still good. It still has some enzymes. It's lost a little bit overnight because as it dies, it loses some enzymes. It loses a little bit of vitamins, still has all its minerals, still no chemicals, still a great thing. If you take those same green beans that sat on your counter overnight, and you decide, okay, now I'm going to just steam them a little bit. Just a little bit, just to brighten them up, get them a little crispy, that little thing we like to do when we steam our stuff, put some good coconut oil on them. They're still a clean, green, amazing food, but now they have even less enzymes because the heat kills off some of the enzymes. It kills off some of the vitamins. It's just the way it is. It's just how it works. But it's still good for you. There's nothing wrong with it, but we lose. And the further we get away from the source where it was picked, the less enzymes we have. And that's true of every food. And even those of you that maybe you're a milk drinker, I hear people say all the time, I'm lactose intolerant. I say, no, you are lactase insufficient. Because see, good old fashioned milk, when those cows are outside and they're eating the grass and they're under the sun and then people milk the cows, that milk right there, that milk is full of enzymes, and the enzyme is called lactase. And lactase allows you to digest the proteins and break them in their smallest part so that we don't have that problem with it, because lactase digests lactose. That's what it does. It comes with it. But then we pasteurize it, so we heat it up and it kills the enzymes. So now there's no lactase. Remember, heat kills off enzymes. It kills off any of the vitamins that are there. So when they go through that process, it changes it. Even meat. Aged meat is so tender and delicious, and you see all this stuff about the aged meat, and they'll hang them, and it's aged for a certain number of days. The reason why the aging makes it more tender is that meat creates its own enzymes. We're supposed to have them. But then again, same thing. The longer it is from its source, the less enzymes we have. So it's so important to first start taking enzymes like on a regular basis. Our essential enzyme is great. Young Living has multiple different enzymes. We'll talk about some of them in our other ones, but I'll throw them out there real quick for you. We have Essential Enzyme 4. That one has more in there to digest fats. It has stuff for carbs and proteins as well, but it has a higher amount for fats, a lot of that lipase. Then we have like Detoxzyme. Detoxzyme is a great one that's going to help with a lot of the carbohydrates. It gives a little more TLC to the liver itself to help the liver do what it's supposed to do. We have like Allerzyme. Look that one up. There's so much great info. So play with our enzymes, start getting them. But in the trio, you're going to already get Essential Enzymes. So that's going to be a great one to help you just as your basic. It also has things like tarragon in there, the essential oil of tarragon. It's got peppermint. It has anise. It's got fennel. And those same types of oils are in that ICP we talked about too. Now the third one in the trio is called Comfortone. Comfortone is one of those that when you say it, you kind of feel like you have to go, because it's this is the one that's usually out of stock. Like, I'm going to get you addicted and in love with this product, and you're going to find it's going to have seasons. So you're going to have it, and then it'll be out of stock. So you might want to have one extra to cover that month when it's going to be out, because it's just what it is. Now, Comfortone, it works in conjunction. So it works in great tandem partnership with ICP for that peristalsis, that motion that we're supposed to have from mouth to anus. This is the one. It really helps to support moving that food through your intestines, but allowing our body to be able to absorb it. This is really important. This helps your body function naturally, optimally, like it was supposed to. You can take 2 or 3 of them at bedtime, take them again in the morning. It's just a great combo that you have. It is amazing for strengthening that whole system, including like your little villi, the delivery system to get the nutrients out of the food and into the bloodstream. Comfortone partners with that. It is beneficial for your gallbladder. It has support for the liver itself. It's amazing just for the stomach. So some of you guys that just need a little bit of stomach love, Comfortone is fantastic for that. So I truly believe mouth to anus, this is one of those that you're going to appreciate having this arsenal. And of course, it has the essential oils right in there. That's the way it works. Let me read the oils real quick to you. It has Ocotea. I've told you guys before, I want you to look up Ocotea. You need to research some of this stuff for yourself, but Ocotea in your digestive system, amazing. It has German chamomile, which is very calming to the digestive system. It has the anise and anus, not anus. It anise in there. Not anise, that's not what we want. It has rosemary, it has tangerine. They're already in there. What are some of the other oils we have? Ginger. Again, it's got that cayenne. Read about how important cayenne is and some of the things that it can stimulate with your digestive system. Amazing. It's already in there. Like, it's already in there. That Casa Sagrada we talked about, which is so great for the digestive system. It's already in there. What else do we have in here? Echinacea, that the bentonite clay and the the earth stuff that everyone's talking about is already in there. So you can see how they work in a tandem. And this one is capsules. So even if you can't get yourself to do the ICP, which you should because you are worth it, even if you can't make yourself do it, I'm telling you, the Comfortone, this is a game changer. This just allows the rest of your body to get the nutrients it needs. Because like I said, I know lots of you, you're eating healthy, you're doing right, and you're not getting that kick, that bang you need. It's because we need to just up it. We need to get that digestive system doing what it was designed to do. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. And I want to hear all of your stories. I want you to go on. I want you to get it if you're already using it. I want you to go on here and I want you to tell people how amazing it's been, things you liked, things you didn't like. And again, if you don't like the flavor, you can mix it with stuff. Of your ICP, I think that's one of the things I hear from people most often say, I don't like the taste. I want you to mix it with something. I mix mine with Juva Power. Juva Power water ice, mix it up, I take it. I love it now. It's just amazing. But I know some people use apple juice. I know my daughter uses Ninja Red. She loves that one. Great stuff. So you guys just take it, use it, play with it. I'm going to be on, I'm telling you, 2 more times this week. I promise I will be on here. I'm going to tell you what I did with my weight loss and how amazing it is because I'm really excited to tell everybody. I know some of you that have been at my events have been able to keep up with it. It's very exciting. And then I want to tell you guys what happened with Brian's heart because it was just so amazing. But we are getting ready to walk up the door, so I can't do it right now. But I will get on and I will just randomly be like, okay, it's going to be real quick, and we will make sure we put the replays. Also, for those of you that are teaching and sharing, I made a mini PowerPoint. Everything I just taught, I have a PowerPoint for you, and it's just on the Cleansing Trio, so you can turn around and teach this to other people. I love you all. We will talk to you definitely next Tuesday. Bye.